because October is my favorite month, but excited because my second favorite month is bless you.
Thanks.
Hey guys, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing fantastic. Today is Friday, which is amazing. Next week is, we only go to work Monday and Tuesday, and then it's fall break, which is wonderful. I'm super excited about that. So yeah, that means that we are over halfway, like we're getting to like over halfway through October, which kind of makes me sad. But my second favorite month is December. I mean, I like November. November's like my third favorite month, I guess you could say. I don't know. But I love October and I love December. But we're still in October, so I thought that I could introduce you guys to some new spooky, cozy reads. I know that you guys, if you guys follow my Instagram, which is linked down below, you've seen pictures of these books, but I haven't actually talked about these books. So, the very first book that I want to talk about is Secondhand Spirits by Juliet Blackwell. This is a witchcraft mystery series. It says, love the vintage, not the ghosts. And it is super, super cute. It says, Lily Ivory is not your average witch. Her spell casting powers tend to draw mischievous spirits while keeping normal humans at a distance. But now her vintage store could give her a chance to make friends in San Francisco, which sounds really, really fun. So it looks like Lily is opening up a brand new shop, a vintage shop called Aunt Cora's Closet. She has a magical knack for vintage clothing and jewelry. Like, she can get sort of a vibe from them. Good vibes, bad vibes, but it's sort of like she can sense the vibrations of the past. And her store is an instant hit in the Bay Area. People just flock to her store. But it seems like one of her clients is murdered and then children start disappearing from the Bay Area. And she has to figure out how to use her magical abilities to solve these crimes, but still try and keep her witchy ness a secret. And it seems it's going to be a little bit hard because she runs into a sexy mythbuster named Max Carmichael and then another powerful witch named Aiden Rhodes. And so she's trying to debate, is it worth sort of giving up her secret identity to save these children and to see what's going on. But it's super, I love anything with clothing and then like witchiness, and it looks really, really good. So this next book is actually the second in the series. I did not mean to pick up the second in the series. I thought that this was the first, but this is Tales You Lose. It's a Witch City mystery series by Carol J. Perry. It looks super, super creepy. But the first one in the series is actually called Caught Dead-Handed, which looks just as spooky and creepy. I will be going and picking up that one as well. But it looks super, super just like perfectly cozy, witchy spookiness. All right, so this is all about Lee Barrett. She lost her job as a TV sidekick and has decided to volunteer her talents to Tabitha Trumbell Academy of the Arts, also known as the Tabby in Salem, Massachusetts. So if that doesn't say spooky, witchy, I don't know what does. She is super excited to get started with this until a local handyman turns up dead, and it seems to be like inexplicable circumstances, and she, it's actually on Christmas night, so I know it's like a mixture of my favorite. It's like a mixture of like spooky Halloween-y and Christmassy. So it's like a twofer, guys. It's a twofer. So her clairvoyant capabilities begin bubbling to the surface again, and she's starting to see different things that are going on and everything along those lines. And it seems like even the town witches are spooked. And so she's trying to figure out what happened to the handyman and what's going on, because it seems like evil is afoot. Not a foot, but a foot. Yeah. The next book that I have is Spellbook. It's a retired witches mystery series by Joyce and Jim Levine. It is super, super cute. I love all of the cats on the cover. I know I talked about this already, but it seems super fun. It says double, double toil and trouble on the back, and it says before they could blink their eyes or twitch their noses, Molly, Elise, and Olivia somehow became eligible for the AARP. And so I have a feeling it's gonna be quirky, awesome, fun, kind of old witch ladies, which sounds amazing, and I'm super excited about this. So it seems like in this series that whenever you become an older witch, you sort of have to retire, and not just retire with your magical abilities, you actually have to give up your magical abilities, go and find another witch that is younger, train them, give them your magical ability, and give them your spell book. And so the three, Molly, Elise, and Olivia are, you know, they're starting to do that. They're about to get the ball rolling when Olivia turns up murdered and the spell book is missing. And it seems like Molly and Elise have a young witch who is powerful than all three of them were combined when they were younger, and they have to sort of figure out how to defeat her so that they can, you know, retire and do what they're supposed to be doing in their awesome years. And so that looks super fun. The next one is a push for the Cozy Mystery Book Club. This is A Potion to Die For by Heather Blake, and it is a potion, or a magic potion mystery series. I'm like halfway through this book, guys, and I'm really, really enjoying it. It's all about Carly Bell Hartwell. She owns the little shop of potions, and she finds someone who is murdered or looks to be killed inside her potion shop. She has a whole bunch of things going on. She just had to cancel her wedding because her witchy sense is sort of like an empathic. She can feel what others are feeling, and she felt her fiance's feelings, and he didn't seem to want to marry her, and so she ran, burned down the cathedral. Like, it was a whole thing. On the other hand, half of her family are hoodoo practitioners, I believe, and they do evil things, while her side are healing and those magical abilities, and she's trying to figure out who tried to frame her or blame her for the murder. And I really, really like it. It's fun, it's witchy, but it's not too witchy. Like, it's still cozy, and so I really, really like it. Now, the last book that I have for you guys looks the creepiest of them all. It's called Night of the Living Deed. It's a haunted guest house mystery series by E.J. Cooperman. But seriously, guys, how does that not look super, super creepy? It just does. Like, you have like this little ghost person on the ceiling, or not on the ceiling, but on the roof, and there's just all of these birds flying, and it looks very like sepia kind of. I don't know, I get the creeps from it, and it's a cozy, and so, I don't know, I really, really liked the cover, and that's what sort of like drew me in to grab this book. All right, so this starts out as many cozies do, with our amateur sleuth starting over. After a nasty divorce, Allison Kirby wants to have a second chance with her 9-year-old daughter, and so she returns to her hometown on the Jersey Shore, and she's trying to fix a fixer-upper. It's a 7-bedroom, 4-bath, sort of guest house that she wants to make profitable. After a doozy head injury, she finds that not only is she seeing stars, but apparently ghosts, 2 ghosts to be exact. One is the former owner of the guest house, and then the other one is a detective who was working for the owner before. The deaths were labeled as suicides, but the ghosts swear that they were murdered, and Allison is being beseeched to find out who did this, who killed these 2 inside the house, because she might be next if she doesn't figure out what happened to those 2 people. So that is the first in the Haunted Guest House Mystery series, and it looks super awesome. So we have this one, we've got the Cozy Mystery Book Club Book of the Month, we have Spellbooked with some feisty retirees, we have Tales You Lose, which is the second one in the series. If you want to try the first one, you need to get Caught Dead-Handed. And then the first one that we talked about was Secondhand Spirits by Juliet Blackwell. And so I think that these are pretty good, spooky-ish kind of books. I'm super excited to dive into them for October kind of moods. It's gonna be great. Do you guys have any specific spooky kind of reads? They don't have to be cozies. They can be any kind of spooky reads. If you do, leave them down below in the comments. I'd love to have some more suggestions. So that's the end of this chapter of Courtagonist. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, guys, happy reading. Bye. Sleeping and snoring.
There's a gravimetric anomaly.
That isn't even a word.
It is.
It is not.
Google it.
Hey Google, define gravimetric.
Here's the definition of gravimetric, relating to the measurement of weight.
What?
Feel good about yourself?
Boo-boo-boo.
Bye.